game fans! Now, when George Orwell first coined the term Big Brother in his epic novel 1984, he didn't know how right he was. What he didn't predict though was the fact that the term would also be synonymous with 12 wannabe celebrities living in a house together sharing a brain cell.
He's had 4 bowls of cornflakes yesterday. 4!
But his dystopian future painted this bleak future of cameras on every corner, eavesdropping on phone calls and monitoring of mails. And lo and behold, here we are with all the negatives, but none of the positives. But over the last few years, gaming has begun to embrace this concept and to play on the collective consciousness that we're a bit annoyed about our lack of privacy. Now, I wanted to look at just a few games that touch on this idea that Big Brother is watching you.
Infamous Second Son. Set in a Seattle, Washington that has been locked down by the government, Infamous Second Son is actually the 3rd outing for the series. The paranoid government are intent on rounding up any conduits or people with superpowers under a new bioterrorism act. You play a deadbeat graffiti artist who wakes up his powers after helping another conduit from a bus crash. The world is filled with spot checks, barricades and DUP officers roaming the streets trying to keep the populace in check. Watch Dogs. This cross-platform open-world adventure takes the Big Brother concept to the extreme. You play Aiden Pierce as he runs around Chicago in a not-too-distant future. This living, breathing city is controlled by a sophisticated computer system that manages everything from the surveillance cameras to the power grid. After gaining access to this system, you're able to hack phones, change traffic lights, cut power, and pretty much control everything via your mobile phone. You sneak through the city hunted by the government as you attempt to find out who killed your niece. The Mirror's Edge Prequel. Now, the Mirror's Edge games take place in a dystopian future in which most of the populace live comfortable lives where crime is almost wiped out. The city's state of peace is an achievement of the domineering and totalitarian regime that monitors all communications, controls the different media channels, and has a hard-nosed policy on pretty much everything from smoking to murder. When we met Faith in the original Mirror's Edge, she was an established runner, a conveyor of secret communications. However, the prequel will look at her original story and delve deeper into this totalitarian society, and we'll look at her unusual tattoos and her quest to rebel against this oppressive government. Deus Ex. This has to be one of my favourites. Our introduction to the Deus Ex universe begins in 2052 as we roam around the bleak and dark cyberpunk-inspired city that is mainly automated. The people are hybrids between flesh and machine, and everybody can be tracked and hacked. In the recent reboot, Human Evolution, this takes us back in time 25 years to the dawn of the nanotechnological augmentation age and turns the player into one of the first human cyborgs. Ingress. Now, this one is a real head scratcher when it comes to an explanation. Wikipedia describes it as a near real-time augmented reality, massively multiplayer online pervasive game. And so if that doesn't clear things up, I will try and explain a little simpler. It's kind of a bit like Foursquare, but with more game elements and a sci-fi twist. By going to different real-world landmarks and creating portals in augmented reality, you rebel against an unseen alien force that is either here to elevate us to the next stage of evolution or crush us. You choose your side and then you create your portals or dominate portals for their aim. In Ingress, it's not the government that is always watching, but these mysterious alien shapers that you have to worry about. HalfLife. After an incident at the Black Mesa, where Gordon Freeman accidentally opened a portal to another dimension, the Earth is noticed by an interdimensional race known as the Combine, who promptly invade our planet and take over. The Combine then implement a ruthless police state of civil protection officers and Overwatch soldiers by recruiting and biologically assimilating humans and other species. From then on, it's hard to go anywhere without attracting attention. One day we'll find out the conclusion of this epic story if Valve ever get round to finishing Half-Life 3. So there you have it, 6 games in which they watch your every move, games in which Big Brother is definitely watching you. I hope you enjoyed these, and if you do, don't forget to like, subscribe and do all that jazz.
Finish him!
If you want more, don't forget to like, comment or subscribe, or click the link for even more reviews.